There are also some like Mickey and Minnie shorts on the cartoons as well. I know this is more of like the educational one, but once you hear them come on, if you want to record that as well, I always find that to be a fun one.
Okay, perfect.
And then another thing you can also do when we get to the Magic Kingdom, if you want, depending on what you want, we do have car seats also in our car, so there's two. If you want me, I can open the trunk and you can do that as well if you want.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other like cool little features I can give you, because questions, please let me know. Now, do you guys have like a big fun day planned at Magic Kingdom? Anything in particular, or are you just kind of taking the day as it comes?
As it comes.
As it comes. That's my favorite kind of Disney day. That might be the unpopular opinion, because everyone's like, I need to book lightning lanes, I need to run here, I need to run there, but you can't do it all in one day. It's impossible. So sometimes you gotta wake up and be like, this is what I feel like doing, not what I told myself I had to do 60 days ago, because people are like, no, my day is ruined. And I'm like, no, don't have that mentality. You just did more today than what most people will ever do in their lifetime. So I think it's nice to take the day as it comes. Same thing with dining reservations too, because 60 days ago you could have booked a place and you can wake up today and go, you know what, I'm just not in the mood for that. I'm in the mood for, I don't know, steak, and then you might go to a steakhouse. So yeah. What other hotels have you guys stayed at when you've come to Disney World?
The AOA.
Love that one.
Port Orleans.
Oh, Riverside or French Quarter? French Quarter. Not gonna lie, they're both wonderful. You really can't go wrong. I personally just like the French Quarter because it's a lot smaller and there's only one bus stop, so that also helps. And you have beignets, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And then when you were at Art of Animation, were you in a family suite or were you in the Little Mermaid section?
Mermaid.
You still can't go wrong with those rooms. I know they're a little bit further away, but the theming there is impeccable. So, especially if you're a Little Mermaid fan, I feel like that's the place to be.
The theming, that's what it's all about.
No, absolutely. Plus, if you do decide to ever book the family suites, what I really love about them is the whole family can stay in there, and 2 bathrooms, 3 beds. You can shut the door, especially when you have young kids with like nap time and stuff. That way you can at least kind of separate yourselves and still talk to one another, because I feel like in the regular hotel rooms what ends up happening is the kids go to bed and then parents are always like, well, now what? You know, we got to be super quiet, and it's like 7 o'clock, you're like not exhausted yet, or maybe you are because you walked around Disney World all day. But now, are there any restaurants you're going to be going to while you're here that are new to you, or anything that you're excited for?
Nothing planned.
Nothing planned. Sometimes it's a good plan. You can actually, again, like we said earlier, decide what you want. Do you think you're going to sit down at all, or do you think you're going to do more quick service?
Maybe Liberty Tree.
Oh, I love Liberty Tree. Can't go wrong. Mac and cheese there is my favorite. I love macaroni and cheese. So yeah. So if you were driving to the Magic Kingdom, that would be the way you would go into the parking lot. The parking lot to the front entrance is about a little over a mile, so that is why if you want to take the minivans, it's really, really nice to expedite the process into the park. Although if you drive yourself and you have your car, unfortunately there is no avoiding the transportation and ticket center. But I always say, if you do have to monorail or ferry boat across the lagoon, it's not the end of the world. It is very, very pretty, very, very gorgeous to get a view of Seven Seas Lagoon and all the things. up here on the left is where the parking lot starts, and you'll kind of see how far back it can go. This is only one side of the parking lot. Regular Uber or Lyft, you would have made a left right over here, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna get you guys nice and close.
That's a contemporary.
That is the Contemporary. It's our first Walt Disney World resort, opened on opening day. The monorail goes through that hotel, so I think it's fun for all ages, but especially the little kids, because for most kids the monorail resembles a train, and they're like, ooh, train, 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 and then that's all they want to do all day is ride the monorail. They could care less about the rides sometimes. They're like, let's just ride the monorail. Saves you money though that way, right?
Yeah.
Once we go underneath this bridge here, this is actually a water bridge, so the boats go above us. When we start to ascend upwards, you'll start to see Space Mountain and the castle and all the fun things. So, in just a moment. We'll just see the tippy top of the castle, but it's going to be right over there on the left. Top of Astro Orbiter is sticking through the trees as well. Whatever's shortest. I love that answer. No, sometimes that is literally what you have to do. Because it's still early entry, Tomorrowland and Fantasyland will be the areas of the park that you'll be able to go to. So, okay. I mean, depending on what your lightning lanes are for. I mean, you named one of the big ones, so Peter Pan, you already have that taken care of. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's a really good one to usually go to first, but that one can also get pretty long. So, I don't know if you have a lightning lane for it or not, but that'd be a good one. A lot of people like to go to Space Mountain as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, technically also Tron, but Tron, you can't actually start riding it till 9 o'clock. So if you really want to maximize early entry, I would say go to a different ride. So that way you can kind of hopefully get on and off of it before 9. And then you can kind of start to see where the other minivans are. That is our pickup and drop-off spot. So you'll go to the same exact spot if you're going to do the minivans again. And then straight ahead where those light fixtures are is where security is. So just for reference, that's how close it is to the front.
Perfect.
Definitely save you those steps for sure.
Cartoon physics. Yeah, hit me. What you got, Candace?
You have so many followers. I was hoping you'd make my brothers go viral so I can finally bust them once and for all.
So use my hard-earned social media following just to get your brothers in trouble? I got you, girl. Women supporting women. Okay. It's going out live to all of Brusky Nation. Just keep it rolling.
Sky Lizard. Ho! Yes, this is happening.
Hey, does this thing breathe fire?
Probably. Fire! Ha ha! That's what I'm talking about. Busted.
This thing has no seatbelts or safety measures, right?
Correct.
Then it's time for some fun.
Alrighty guys, this is our pickup and drop off spot. As you can see, number 2, Minnie Van. But I'll pull you all the way up to the front here, and then before we get out of the car, just double check you guys have all of your things: phones, keys, wallets, bags, match bands, water bottles, backpacks, all the things. Just naming everything and anything that's ever been left in the car before. I was like, there's a word, and it's for when you're like watching a video. It's gonna come to me. I just love it. Was it you? Yeah, absolutely. Disney's it. Because sometimes, like, I find people are vlogging. It's not that you don't want to watch it when you're doing
Right on through here, my friends, right on through here. If you're coming this way, I'm